The UN recently voted against a UN resolution that would ban the death penalty as a punishment for homosexuality. In a country where gay marriage is recognized nationwide, controversy arose within media outlets, some which believed the U.S. was anti-human rights, while others believed the U.S. had a reason, and in turn defended their decision. Independent UK wrote an article based upon facts. They focus purely on the issue at hand. Each line seems to be a statement that describes the UN resolution itself. This allowed us to understand which countries took part in the vote, what exactly the issue they voted on, and the quotes from credible sources. This article was posted on October 3rd, and with it being an online article, it can be updated frequently when more information is released. In this article, CNN wrote what seemed to be like an editorial. They argued that the United States hadn't just given up on its commitment on advancing human rights, it has instead changed sides in that struggle. In this article, we're given a good amount of background information, enough so that we can understand what the issue is at hand. The author seems to believe that the United States should have abstained, as did the previous administration. The author then proceeds to give examples on how LGBT members have been targeted, killed, and tortured by homophobia worldwide, even though the Trump administration had promised to protect those citizens. This article was written on October 3rd and updated on October 5th. BuzzFeed took the side of defending the actions of the United States. It advocated that the U.S.'s vote was to set a precedent, this precedent being that the United States does not allow the death penalty and never will, therefore voting against the resolution. There is very limited context compared to the previous articles. However, their point was argued extensively with credible quotes. One also found that in the Independent article mentioned earlier. This article was written on October 3rd and mentioned on October 3rd, updated on October 3rd. Ultimately, each individual source wants the most subscribers. They do this by captivating a particular audience and using evidence to support their claim, most of the time without considering the other side. This, however, causes what is known as an echo chamber, meaning people only get one side of the story, and most of the time don't consider the other side. This leads to people sometimes arguing facts that aren't correct, or arguing correct facts but not completely understanding the reasoning behind something. Furthermore, some news sources leave out, highlight, and or manipulate information in order to deceive readers to believe something that may not be entirely true. Therefore, it is important to consider how credible the sources you are reading are and to be vigilant on areas where information seems to be missing. It is very important to read multiple sources. That way readers can see and understand the full picture on certain situations.